In last video, as I explained construction working of warm calorimeter, which is used to find calorific value of the solid fuel. So, warm calorimeter का यूज करके हम लोग solid fuel की calorific value ढूंढ सकते हैं. So, what is calorific value? What are their types? That as I already explained in the last video. Okay, let's see. Right now in today's video, I am going to explain what type of corrections are there in the formula obtained by warm calorimeter for the solid fuels. So before going to the direct corrections, we are going to discuss what we learned in the previous video. Okay, so first calorific value of the solid fuel निकालने के लिए हम लोग warm calorimeter का यूज करने वाले हैं. Right now कोल सैंपल का हम लोग calorific value ढूंढने वाले हैं. Okay, so what is the principle? Principle हमें ये बताते हैं कि heat release by the solid fuel. जैसे ये solid fuel है, इसको मैंने इसको मैंने बर्न किया, तो बर्न होने के बाद इसने कितनी हीट रिलीज की? इज इक्वल टू हीट गेन बाय, कौन गेन करेगा? एक तो पानी, वार्म पॉट के अंदर जो पानी है ये, एंड द कैलोरीमीटर इटसेल्फ. So heat released by the solid fuel is equal to heat gained by the water and the calorimeter part itself. That is our principle. Okay. उसके बाद हमने कंस्ट्रक्शन के पार्ट देखे. What is the construction? It consists of a inner pot, जिसको हमने वार्म पॉट कहा. वार्म पॉट के अंदर known amount of water मैंने फिल किया है. Inside that warm pot there are two electrode, दो इलेक्ट्रोड मैंने फिक्स किए. Both are connected to the 6 volt battery. Inside the warm pot there is an inlet, एक inlet है through which we can pass known amount of oxygen gas for burning the fuel. Then out of these two electrode, एक इलेक्ट्रोड को मैंने क्रूसिबल कनेक्ट किया है for holding the solid fuel. सॉलिड फ्यूल को होल्ड करने के लिए हमने क्रूसिबल कनेक्ट किया. अभी उस क्रूसिबल के अंदर हम लोग सॉलिड फ्यूल रखने वाले हैं कि नोन अमाउंट ऑफ होना चाहिए वो. ओके, फॉर बर्निंग द पर्पस burning of solid fuel we are connecting the magnesium wire or resistant wire for combustion of that fuel, and these combustion wire they are connected to both electrode. Okay, so this is all about our first part, warm pot. Now whole warm pot, ये जो warm pot है ये पूरा हमने रखा सेकेंड कंटेनर में कि जिसका नाम है कॉपर कैलोरीमीटर और स्टेनलेस स्टील पॉट. So as I explained, this is the first part, warm pot. We are placing this in a second pot which is said to be the stainless steel pot. अब ये सेकंड पार्ट में क्या क्या है? फर्स्ट देयर इज अ बेकमन थर्मोमीटर. इसके अंदर थर्मोमीटर है which is used to measure initial water temperature and temperature after heating process. So T1 and T2 that can be measured with the help of Beckman thermometer. उसके बाद एक और उसके अंदर एक इक्विपमेंट है, that is your electrically operating stirrer. What is the role of electrically operating stirrer? देखो ये जो वार्म पॉट के बाहर जो पानी है उसको होमोजेनियस हीट लाने के लिए ये क्या होगा? रोटेट होगा. Along with the rotation, it also start rotating the water to obtain the homogeneous heat. That is said to be the second part, said to be copper calorimeter or stainless steel part. उसके बाद there is a plastic support for holding the warm pot to the copper calorimeter. ये इसको सपोर्ट के लिए यहाँ पे एक प्लास्टिक सपोर्ट है और स्टड उसको कहा जाता है, so that we can fix the position of warm pot inside the copper calorimeter. Next थर्ड पार्ट हमारा है एयर जैकेट and it is also surrounded with water jacket. तो ये आपका एयर जैकेट, ये आपका वाटर जैकेट, so that we can prevent the heat loss from inner part to outer part of the surrounding. And whole assembly है जो पूरी की पूरी assembly है we are covering with insulating cover. Insulating cover से वो cover किए हैं so that there is a prevention of heat loss from outer surrounding to inner surrounding that we can prevent. So this is we already explained in the previous video, that is the construction of warm calorimeter. This is the diagrammatic representation of warm calorimeter. उसके बाद हमने देखा वर्किंग. व्हाट इज वर्किंग? एज वी प्लेस नोन अमाउंट ऑफ फ्यूल इनसाइड द क्रूसिबल, हमने नोन अमाउंट ऑफ फ्यूल इसके अंदर रखा. उसके बाद बैटरी से करंट पास किया. बैटरी से करंट पास होने के बाद व्हाटएवर द रेजिस्टेंट वायर इज देयर, इट स्टार्ट बर्निंग. ये खुद बर्न होगी, बर्न होते होते वो फ्यूल को भी बर्न करेगी. ओके, फ्यूल नाउ स्टार्ट बर्निंग, वो खुद बर्न होगा, बर्न होते होते वो रिलीज करेगा हीट। उसने हीट रिलीज करने के बाद इसके सराउंडिंग में जो पानी है, ये जो पानी है वो उसको हीट एब्जॉर्ब करेगी। सो द हीट एब्जॉर्ब बाय द वाटर along with the container also start absorbing the heat. So that we are going to find with the help of formula. That formula is said to be warm calorimeter calorific value determination formula. What is that formula? Capital W plus small w into bracket T2 minus T1 divided by x. उसमें L क्या है? L is nothing but calorific value, gross calorific value. What is W? W is nothing but weight of water inside the calorimeter. Small w, water equivalent to calorimeter. What is water equivalent? Water equivalent of calorimeter मतलब whatever the heat released by the fuel is gained by the water present in the calorimeter. That is nothing but the water equivalent to calorimeter. What is T2 and T1? T2 minus T1 is rise in temperature. T2 is the final temperature. ये कब आएगा? After completion of experiment. That is, the temperature of water goes on increasing. That can be measured with the help of thermometer as a T2. What is T1? Before starting to pass electric current pass होने से पहले जो पानी का टेम्परेचर होगा, ये इनिशियल टेम्परेचर होगा, it is less as compared to T2. Therefore, T2 minus T1 we can find the rise in temperature. What is x? X क्या है? X is nothing but we are putting the known amount of fuel. हम लोग कोल सैंपल एक known amount में लेंगे 0.5 ग्राम 0.6 ग्राम. That is nothing but the weight of fuel, and we can find calorific value unit as a calorie per gram after finding the value. So this is said to be the working part and the formula related with our bomb calorimeter and its calorific value for the solid fuel. But this is not a corrected formula. म्हणजे हा formula corrected नाही आहे. Why I am saying that it is not a corrected formula? It is having further correction. So let's see what is the corrected formula for calorific value finding using the warm calorimeter. Let's see. So correction in the warm calorimeter. So there are three correction. पहला correction है acid correction, दूसरा है fuse wire correction, तीसरा है cooling correction. तो देखो एसिड करेक्शन मैंने लिखा, इट हैज टू बी सब्सट्रैक्टेड फ्रॉम द ओरिजिनल फार्मूला. व्हाई? लेट्स, ये आपका फ्यूल है, सॉलिड फ्यूल है, जैसे कि कोल के सैंपल के अंदर वोलेटाइल गैसेस हो सकते हैं, सल्फर हो सकता है, नाइट्रोजन हो सकता है. वी आर पासिंग द ऑक्सीजन, यहाँ से आप लोगों ने ऑक्सीजन पास किया, तो सल्फर as well as nitrogen, if they are present in your coal, react with the oxygen, then there is a formation of their sulfur dioxide or sulfur trioxide. Again, this bomb pot containing water, इसके अंदर पानी है, so that sulfur trioxide react with water, there is a formation of sulfuric acid, and sulfuric acid produces exothermic reaction. Due to exothermic reaction, there is a production of heat. तर तिथे heat तयार होणार. As there is a formation of heat, we have to subtract that heat obtained from the acid from the original formula. Again same, if nitrogen reacts with oxygen, nitrogen dioxide is produced, which react with water, there is a formation of nitric acid. That nitric acid also produces exothermic reaction. That's why we have to subtract that heat from our original formula. नेक्स्ट करेक्शन, फ्यूज वायर करेक्शन. मतलब आपने फ्यूल बर्न करने के लिए फ्यूज वायर का यूज किया. फ्यूज वायर कनेक्टेड टू द इलेक्ट्रोड्स. व्हेन वी पास इलेक्ट्रिक करंट थ्रू दैट इलेक्ट्रोड, फ्यूज वायर स्टार्ट बर्निंग. तो वो खुद हीट रिलीज करेगी. दैट्स व्हाई आपको वो हीट यहाँ से सब्सट्रैक्ट करनी पड़ेगी फ्रॉम द ओरिजिनल फॉर्मूला. So fuse wire correction, it has to be subtracted from the original formula. Third, cooling correction. Okay, for cooling correction, for cooling the water, we have to need the heat. That's why आपको उस heat को क्या करना पड़ेगा? Add करना पड़ेगा. So for cooling correction, it is represented by Tc. It has to be added in our original formula. And from all these three correction, the corrected formula for your calorific value of bomb calorimeter for solid fuel is capital W plus small w, T2 minus T1 plus Tc. Why Tc? Tc is a cooling correction. It has to be added. Minus A plus F. A acid correction, it has to be subtracted. Plus F minus plus comes to be minus. So minus F fuse wire correction also has to be subtracted from the original formula divided by X. X is your weight of coal. So this is said to be the correction in the bomb calorimeter for finding the calorific value of the solid fuel. Okay, it is very important. In this point, there is a one question. Explain construction, working and formula for calorific value determination by using bomb calorimeter. That is a theoretical question for 5 marks. And there is also one numericals also for 5 marks. There is a given weight of water is given, water equivalence to calorimeter is given, rising temperature is given, acid and fuse wire correction is given, weight of coal is also given. From that you have to find the calorific value, which is a gross calorific value from the original formula. That is the correction in formula. Okay, so this is all about for today's lecture. Correction in bomb calorimeter for finding the calorific value of the solid fuel. Next lecture we will discuss numerical based on bomb calorimeter. Till then, thank you everyone.